everyone, welcome back to my channel, Manny's and Make It by Kristen. Today I went in and created this pinky, cherry, chocolatey look with the Urban Decay Naked Cherry Palette. It's been out for quite some time. I just haven't had a chance to use it, and since I did the review and first impressions of the Urban Decay Wild West Naked Palette earlier this week, I thought I would keep in with that same theme and would try that one out as well. There's not a whole lot you can do with it. There's, it's all pretty much the same color story. So that's why it's all mainly pinks in there, which pink is my favorite color, pink and purple, so I didn't mind that. There is quite a bit of fallout in the palette, but altogether it stays true to the Naked line, blends great, colors are very good and pigmented, and I really liked it. So I hope you guys will continue watching this video and will please consider subscribing and giving me a thumbs up. Thanks everybody for watching, and till the next video, be blessed. Thank you. Bye-bye.
What's up everybody? So here I am with my naked face, got my hair pulled back and ready to go, and I am starting off with Becca's Backlight Priming Filter, and this stuff is amazing. I love it. It just helps to illuminate the skin, and I just felt shimmery. I love Becca's products. They all seem to have that illumination to them, a little bit of shine and sparkle, so just like her wonderful highlighters. So was really happy with this primer. And next I'm going in with Charlotte Tilbury, the color corrector under my eyes, and medium too. As you can see, like on my left eye there, it's blue, it's purple, dark. I mean, it's just all different colors. So I have to put a little bit of a salmon color underneath there to help counteract those colors. And it's really hard for me to find a foundation that matches my skin right now. So I'm mixing two together, and I'm putting Cover FX and Too Faced Born This Way foundation together. And the Too Faced Born This Way foundation is natural beige, and the Color FX, which is the lighter one, is G40. And I just squirted those onto my hand and just kind of mixed it there with a makeup sponge, and that is just a Sephora makeup sponge. And I actually like those better than the Beauty Blender brand. Oh, here I'm watching The Office as I put my makeup on, and I swear that I have watched The Office so many times. I know them word by word, and I could still laugh my head off at that show. So it makes me happy. But anyways, back to makeup. So I just damp that sponge and just go over my face where I've got it mixed on the back of my hand, and then just going with it. Okay, so now I want to put a little more concealer on, especially there in the central part of my face, just because that's where all the sun damage has occurred throughout my years of tanning, working, being outside and not wearing sunscreen, where I get all the sunburns. Now I've got all these freckles, sun damaged freckles, not the cute ones. And so anyways, I am going to put that on there in the central part of my face, and it's a little bit lighter. I try to get a little bit lighter than my foundation so that it can highlight, bring out those areas, make it whenever you want to bring out, you don't want it to look dark in that area, as I was covering up those dark circles, so of course I don't want it to look dark. All right, so I'm just taking that same makeup sponge and just pushing all that into the product, all into those central areas of my face. Okay guys, so I'm just taking a makeup wipe and I'm cleaning off my lips. I hate the taste of that base on my lips, and so I'm going to put on a lip balm, and this lip balm is from from NARS, and it's called Laguna. And it just feels so good on my lips. And I'm going to set my face now with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and so I'm just taking a puff, and I'm just going over there and just pressing that under my eyes, and I'll be going in the central part of my face, up into my forehead, over my nose, but mainly around my nose and under my eyes, because I just feel like my nose is itching or things like that. That's just where I go to the most. And now I'm also taking a Laura Mercier product, and it is a concealer in the color 5N. And this is just something new I'm using. Instead of using a powder concealer, not a concealer, a powder contour, I just wanted to try like a liquid and see if that worked a little bit better for me. I like to experiment around with products, so and so far I like it. Just trying to make sure I get it all smoothed out good with the brush and that it blends well is the key. So with this brush, I'm using a flat angled kabuki brush, and it is a Sigma F88. Okay, so it's baking time, so here's where it gets kind of messy and goofy looking, but it works, so we gotta try it. So I'm going back in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just kind of carving out my contour there and going right under where I used that Laura Mercier concealer. And what I did was just take a Morphe sponge and just carve that out there, and hopefully that's gonna, really enhance the contours and make me look not chiseled but thinner, if that makes sense. Okay, so I put on some blush, and that was from ColourPop, and it's called Vogue, and I used a Zoeva cheek brush, and as you can see I put a little bit too much on, but I love blush and I love a good rosy cheek. I love the pink color, as you guys know, but I did put a little bit too much on. However, most of the time when I put makeup on, I end up losing a lot of the product, so I'm just going to leave it alone until the end, and if I feel like I need to remove some, then it'll be no problem. We can take that off. And this is a new product I'm experimenting with. It's called Iconic. It's from Iconic London. It's an illuminator, and as you can see, a little bit goes a very, very long way. It's just, the shade just is original. So anyways, a little bit goes a very long way. So I just take my finger and I pat that on, and I was like, oh my gosh, I look like a disco ball. I have way too much on. So with that and a lot of blush, I was like, and with all that baking powder on my face, I look ridiculous. But that's why makeup is so much fun. You just can play around and change things up. So it gets better though. I kind of just keep taking my finger, blending it in, and then taking that damp makeup sponge and just going over in it, kind of smooth things down, calm it down a little bit, and at the end it all comes together nicely, I promise. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my forehead there and on my chin, in that central area where I want the light to hit and have highlight. Alright guys, so I am removing that baking powder with just a Zoeva blush brush, just a face brush, but it was hard to work that into like the crevices around my nose, so I picked up another Zoeva brush, and it is a highlighter brush. It's a 101 highlighter brush. Alright, so I'm going to start on my eyes, and I'm taking my favorite primer, and it's the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, just taking my finger and going over the lid and up around my brow bone. Okay, it's brow time, and I suck at brows. I'm not good at them. I wish I was, because I love beautiful brows. But I'm using the Anastasia Brow Definer in dark brown, and just taking short strokes and trying to color in my, for lack of a better word, bald spots. And just trying to make it look a little fuller and thicker, and just giving it a good rich color. I don't like doing brows. But I think brows is what makes your whole look. If you have your brows on, and your makeup looks 100% better. If I don't put any makeup on, I go to work usually with my minimum on, and it's usually just a little bit concealer under my eyes, some mascara, and then I just color in my brows, because I just feel like it really shapes the face and just makes your eyes look so much better. So it's got to be done. But now listen, if you mess up and you draw outside the brow line and you're like, oh, this looks horrible. You just take this little trick here, which I'm doing, and that's just taking that LA Girl Pro Concealer, any kind of concealer works, and just outline it and go around, and it'll clean those lines up really good. And that was just a Zoeva concealer brush that I was using, just going over that, and it makes the brows look so much better. It has saved me 1,000 times. So if you're good at brows and you have some advice, please do advise. All right, so now I'm going to start on my eyes with that Naked Cherry palette, and this is a new brush I just got this week, and it's from a company I've never used, I think Alamar Cosmetics. I've never used them before, but I like this brush. It came with a little set. I don't know the name of it, or there's no numbers on it, but it just came as a set, and I'm just assuming it's just a blender brush. Blending brush there. So I'm just taking short little circles and just taking that color, and it was, what was that? Feels. It was called Feels. And I was just taking that color and I was doing short little strokes all throughout that, a little bit above my crease. And now I'm taking a darker color called Devilish and a Sigma E25 brush, and I'm just, again, short round circles, working my way from the outside of that crease to the inside, and just short circles. I just want to get that all blended good. It doesn't matter if the colors are beautiful or not, it's all about the blending. Blending is the most important thing for your makeup. I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm blending for days, honey, days. Okay, so I want a little bit more of a metallic look on my eyelid, so I decided to use like a setting spray, and that setting spray that I put on that brush there is just the Morphe continuous setting spray, and I'm going in with the Sigma E55 and the color Young Love in that palette, and I'm just putting that on the outer part of my bottom lid and patting that in all the way up into my center, and that just helps it give a richer look, more metallic-y and shiny, because I love shiny. You guys know I do. Shiny and glitter, more shine, more glitter, the better I like it. And now I am using, let's see here, what did I do with that color? I wrote it down. Oh yeah, this is Bang Bang. Bang Bang, and I'm using a Zoeva 234 going over the center part of my lid. And again, I did spray that with with a continuous setting spray by Morphe, just to give it a little bit more shine. And I decided to do a little half cut crease. I've been really into those lately, so I just took that LA Girl Pro Concealer. This concealer comes in so handy. It's cheap for one. It's wonderful product. It works well, and it's got that little brush on the end, so it's so easy to use. Now I just put that on the corner there, and I am smoothing it out with another one of those little Alamar brushes, and it's probably just like a little concealer brush that came in that package that I got this week. And I'm just going from the inner part there of my eyelid near the tear duct and working my way up into the middle of the crease, and you take that and go up that line and just keep that line kind of crisp. I'm not an artist, you guys, but I try to keep that straight. I look at my makeup after these are over and I see so many mistakes, but I realize I'm not a makeup artist. I'm an enthusiast, I guess you could say, but I just have fun with it. I mean, there's no rules, right? All right, so I'm gonna take that color, which is, what did I say that was? Oh, let me get my palette back out. It is Turn On. So we're going to take Turn On, and we're going to pat that all over the area where that concealer is. And the brush worked, and I did use the continuous setting spray on that brush as well. Just sprayed it on there and went in with that color Turn On and patted it on. But I honestly find sometimes that these shimmery metallic colors actually work better with your finger. So you can see a little bit of a harsh line, and harsh lines in makeup is not good unless you're doing the half cup crease, So anyways, I'm going to take the pat of my finger. In just a moment you'll see me, and I'm just going to pat right there. I go, rub and pat. I want that to look natural, like they're just running into each other instead of one color stop another color. So just let them kind of run into each other, and that just makes it look more natural and aesthetic. So alrighty. Okay guys, so now it's time for some eyeliner, and I'm using my favorite eyeliner at the moment, and it is the NYX Matte Liquid Eyeliner. This stuff can stay on for days. It's great, and it's also very pigmented. You don't have to do a whole lot of reapplying. It just one swipe and you're getting a good, rich, thick color. And I want a wing, and I can't draw straight lines, so I use tape. So whatever works, works. And that's what I'll be doing right here. Ta-da! See how straight those lines are? Much better than my freehand could ever do. Okay, so now I'm using that Lady Gaga's eyeliners, Haas Laboratories. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but you can get them off Amazon, and I'll be sure to post in the description box. I'll put every product that I use and the links to where I got them at. So if you guys decide you want to try it out, I'll post this, and then I'll do that sometime today. My kids are out of school today, so I'll probably be helping with homework and hanging out with them little turkeys. But I'm also going to take a little bit of that darker color Devilish that was up around the crease, and I'm also putting that under the eye in the eyeliner as well, just to give it a little bit more of a smoky look, and just blending that all together. Okay, so this wouldn't be a makeup look by me if I didn't add a little bit of glitter. So I'm going in with the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Catcall, and I'm gonna take this eyeliner here, this glitter, and I'm gonna go right over top of that eyeliner I have, that NYX eyeliner, and it's gonna be another line, and I'm just gonna go right over top of it and take that out. So I'm just like tracing the top of that line and just adding that little pop of shimmer there. Okay, so off camera I did put some lashes on, and this is a new lashes that I'm trying, and it's from Bright Lashes, and they're called Adorn, and there's a YouTuber, her name's Angela Bright. It's thebrightlashes.com, and they're $10, and they're so beautiful, guys. It doesn't really, it may not show that well here, but I'm telling you what, they are gorgeous. I've gotten so many compliments on them, so I have to say shout out to her, because I will be purchasing some more, and congratulations on your accomplishment with your lashes, Angela. All right, so I wanted to highlight a little bit more of my eye, and I went in with the color, let's see, it was called Hot Spot and a Morphe E35, and I wanted to highlight that eyebrow bone and the inner part of my eye, so I added that color in that palette called Hot Spot, just to brighten my eyes up, okay? And of course, it wasn't smoky enough for me, so I had to line my waterline with that same eyeliner that I used earlier. And now I'm going to line my lips, and I'm using Alamar Cosmetics again, and this color is called Dolce, or Dulce, I might say that wrong. And so I'm going in with a very shimmery, very shimmer glossy lip gloss from Marc Jacobs, and it's called Sugar High. So of course you can see how much gloss I have with that. Okay, it's time to take my hair down. I love taking my hair down. Rita. Oh man, that is the first thing I do when I get off work, guys, because I'm a nurse and I have to keep my hair up, and I take my hair down. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing, give me a thumbs up or whatever, and let's hang out again the next time. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.